Hello, this is gonna be like just a run through of some challenge modes of the fractals. I've kind of griefed myself to start because I don't have any potions, but that is okay if my group doesn't seem to notice. Alright, we're chilling. We're gonna be playing Condi Harbinger for the Silent Surf CM. Let's see how well we can do. I'm number. When you're number one, you kind of want to be out of there immediately. You can stay in the middle, but sometimes other people like to stay in the middle, so I usually just kind of careful. With the Harbinger rotation, I'll try and explain it, but it's kind of like burn all your pistol skills, use your potions above everything, try and get 2 pistol 2s in before you weapon swap. And then when you pop into Shroud, you're going to go 2, 4, 3, and then try and get 5 autos. 3, 4, 5, another pistol 2, Shroud 2, another 5 autos. And then when you're around there, do another, whatchamacallit, 2, 2, 3, 4, I think, and then dip out. I might have messed that up, but the rotation's pretty chill. Oh, I kinda griefed. So I've got a thingamajig. I'll go do it. No, I'm not gonna do it now. If I was gonna do it, I kinda want to be quick with it. It's not the worst thing in the world to miss these tethers. You really just gotta do them at 66 and 33%. That is the 100% necessary. Otherwise, if you don't do it, there's gonna be more ads. Now that I've still got it, yeah. See, it's disappeared, but we'll see if I get one very late. I need to be. Do I see any? Also, sometimes you will see some. This fractal is really buggy, so I don't think I see any on the edges. He's gonna go to the islands after 66%. Yeah, I've had times where I've skipped a tether before the whatchamacallit. See that? See how that tether is hovering? I've had that where it's hovering during the 66%. It's hovering all the way out there. You can barely see it, but he's seen it and he's gotten it. So that's cool. Looks like everyone's doing their tethers. That's sweet. They are better than me. Here we can try and go for a forbidden strat. I'm gonna dip in the axe, 9 stacks of bleeding, and transfer them with my plague sequence. It's kind of good, but you want to be careful about not getting too much bleeding because you can just delete yourself. So he hasn't got the eye on him yet, but doing these numbers, after 33%, he will get the eye on him. So that's when you want to turn away and be careful of any skills that might turn you while you're turning away if you use them at the wrong time. For instance, my heal skill turns me around to wherever I throw it, the direction. 39%. I'm gonna try and run to this. Take your time on the island. Make sure you don't grief yourself. Oh, coming back. It's not wacky. And here's the last scary mechanic. Hopefully we get it. I don't see anything. 1 Singular, this is weird. Usually almost everyone has it, but maybe our CC is crazy. I'm just not looking. Oh, is it bugged? Alright, see that? He's got the eyeball on him. So I'm gonna count to 6. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's in the middle. Now we can turn. I'm actually also holding my right click that whole time because I don't trust myself. See how many eyeballs there are now? There's a lot because I think I skipped a couple tethers and that'll happen. But yeah, you can turn with left click and your guy shouldn't turn around, but I've just had so many bad experiences that I just stay there and I count to 6. Because if you've got 5 people up, he's gonna go one time to each of them and then uh, something, and then one time in the middle, so it's 6 eyeballs. There we go. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sweet. Oh my Christ almighty, this is bad. Alright, we're fine. That was very, very close. I kind of, what happened there is a unfortunate moment to use my Shroud 3 dashes, and he went to an island, and I dashed all the way towards him at the island, and I was in a wacky spot. That's Silent Surf. We're gonna do, I believe, all the CMs and maybe some tier 4s. Yeah, that's 99 CM at the moment. Maybe it'll change with the new Fractal coming out. And what I'm gonna do for this next one, usually people want to play Condi again, but I'm really liking playing Scrapper, which is a power build, but Scrapper has a reflect on lots of laser beams uh, during the dark AI phase. I'm not sure if it's too crazy on the first phase, but I'm still gonna play it. So see how we go. See if my group is not salty. I didn't have any potions then, so maybe I've got potions on this character. Um, but yeah, the next one is Sunqua Peak. It's preferred to be a Condi build with range or something like that. You don't have to have range, but Condi is very good. And then it's nice, the Sunqua, you don't have to go through the map and do all this pre-event. You do the challenge mode, you just get taken straight to the final boss. So that's always good. Got 2 minutes left on my potion, so I'm gonna re-up them. I haven't got the infinite potion yet, but I'm working towards it. I have enough to spend on one, but I just haven't because I'm lazy. I should eat a food. Oh, I messed up my rotation. You should go Hammer 2 into Grenade Barrage, I think. It's the Grenade Kit 2. I'm gonna greed. I believe I'm the only melee here. Wow, I might go down. Oh, that was very fortunate. I'm in my mortar kit. Way too long there. Here, after the 4th attack, you want to typically CC. I think we CC'd a bit early, but it's fine. She's gonna come back. Cool, and that's 66%. If you got, oh, someone's already done it, so that's great. If you've got the white mantle portal, it's great to chuck one in there, and then you'll see how we use it for the next. Getting past the grenades that drop on players. Super speed is also nice as scrapper. So here you're going to drop it in sort of a corner, and as soon as you're going to get these meteors on players, they're going to put that anywhere. As soon as these overlap with us, we get to take it. And you avoid this tricky um, yeah, like some tricky meteor mechanic. But it's okay. My rotation is pretty garbage. I should probably stop. I think that's some of the damage. I think when she oh boy. Yeah, that. When she dashes through, that's when you want to try and get a reflect in as scrapper with your hammer too. Here is the 33% water phase, so I'll drop one. We have a kajillion. Cool. Here at the water phase, these greens, you want to stack in the greens. If you don't have these white man or portal devices like I've got, this is an item you get from doing raids. If you don't have that, then you can typically just walk it back in as long as you all group up. There we had so many portals that everyone just went any direction because we were going to group up in the middle anyway. But if you don't have the portals, you want to fall toward the wall, typically the entrance, and then walk in as a group. And here I should probably be watching, but if you get 7 stacks of this debuff, it really hurts. Last green, you want to try and stay grouped. It's also as you walk up to the boss there. You can want to move out, even if there is room for me. I don't want to get hit by those reflects. And we seem to have like not crazy damage, but we should be fine. Here, yeah, we got it. That's pretty much how you want it to go. Notice there on that we CC'd after the 4th attack, and often to skip all this dialogue, people will slash GG here. Now let's see if we can get some humongous damage. I'm gonna just try and lock in my rotation, but it's pretty much the same, except same sort of attacks, but it's gonna be laser beams, and at 66 you're gonna have to Boon DPS and healers are gonna CC a sorrow, and then at 33, same thing's gonna happen. Boon DPS and healers are gonna CC a sorrow, and then they're going to also DPS will CC a sorrow on the other side. But it's kind of weird, but I guess you can just watch what I mean, hopefully. Function gyro to help res. Cool. Gosh. Cool. This is when we CC the sorrows. As a DPS, I'm just gonna keep hitting the boss. Somewhere. I don't know. Oh. Now these spheres will mess you up. If you do not move away from them, they will blow you up, and that's not so bad, but then they stun you. And it also is AoE stun, I think. So it like stuns all your teammates, and then you blow up, stuns your teammates, and everyone else blows up. Gosh, the That guy's really low in the middle. I don't want to kill him. Okay, there's 30%. There's the guilt, so I think it's on the either sides of the guilt. Yeah. I'm freaking myself. I should have this. There we go. More fears. If I was a second earlier on my hammer 2, that would have been a really big. We are trolling right now. I'm just gonna hit the boss instead of helping him out. I think I function gyroed on him. That's cool. Let's try. Not crazy DPS by any means, like, but I guess talking and playing is kind of hard. My rotation is terrible, and I'm still learning. But either way, that's Sunclaw PCM. This is a very good group. Everyone knows the mechanics. We're chilling. And then the next two CMs we'll be doing Shattered Observatory and then Nightmare. These are power favored, just in general. So we'll stay on the Scrapper, playing Power Scrapper. So see this guy's swapping. Maybe they're gonna play Power Virtuoso. They could just play Condi. Like, you know, typically there's plenty of damage if you're just good at your build to get through it. I played Condi Scourge and Condi Harbinger on CMs while learning them for quite a while because I was comfortable on that build. And then once I was sort of really getting into it, then I found a power build. I tried Soul Beast because that's the tippy top of the meta. You are a Soul Beast, can do the highest DPS if you got like really nice team comps and stuff, but I can't do it. The rotation is like, I was talking to people in another group and they said it's easy, and I said, like, I just don't know I don't have the situational awareness to play it, I guess. Do I have quick moves? Yes. Oh, see that? People will portal this one as well. Portals are very nice. That dude just exploded. So you'll on this fight, stability is really nice. Because these ads, we're kind of destroying them, but they will do shockwaves. And that guy has like a kick, or I don't know, the hit. He's got these kind of purple effects that's shockwave, there you go. They kind of reflect what Scorevold will have. This guy in the middle is called Scorevold, and he does, 66. Like, pretty much the main thing is you just DPS the boss, have some stability. This AoE is very telegraphed, so you can just dodge it or block it. Try and burst the boss, which I'm like getting carried. My boon DPS is higher than me. He's higher than both of us, if that's a lack renegade. Is that what that class is? Yeah. He's very good. Yeah, burst the boss. The first two phases. When you get to 33%, it's good to stack and have stability. That's pretty much it, because he will do a spin to win, and with knockback attacks. It's kind of the vibe. We got another portal here. Take the portal. Humongous DPS. I say, as I do my 10k DPS. See this? This is all got knockback damage, so we've got 5 stacks of stability. It's perfect. Otherwise, if you don't have that, you're gonna get bonked. You're gonna get bonked back all the time, but we stacked, we had lots of stab. Very nice. Next up is gonna be Artsariv, I believe, is the boss name, and she has a couple cool mechanics. It's probably my favorite boss. That was the first, like, this is the first Fractal which I pretty much learned, and I did it on Heal Firebrand because it's very engaged, really. You got to be giving everyone stab and Aegis. It's very, very cool. This part you're just gonna kill a bunch of little dudes. Feels bad. But they must be vanquished. Gonna come up here if you've got a big bubble or a shield, like shield 4 on Guardian. Shield 5, I mean, is it 4 or 5? There's a big bubble on Guardian, or you can just block it all. And then you're gonna bounce the balls. I'm gonna go up here if I can. Cool. And this is one of the mechanics in the Artsur, like in the normal mode. Now, you will. It's pretty much the exact same as the normal mode, except there will be an anomaly which you have to kill to spawn the bomb dome when people get marked. Ow. Yeah, so people often do a boon stack on the singularity, and then we go down there. She's gonna have these big lasers with an eyeball. It's the same as Silent Surf CM. You're gonna turn away from the eyeball. If you have stab, you won't get feared, I believe, but you'll still take some damage. And then afterwards, she's gonna do like this channel, like this, like 3-step or 4-step, big AOE hits, and then she's gonna do a slam with a shockwave. We got everyone? I think there's only 4 of us. Someone's on the way. Yeah, and then she's gonna go to this corner, which is this guy over here first up. It's always that corner, so at least you can rehearse the start of the fight pretty well. And you just DPS, and then it's gonna split up. You DPS, then it goes into a CC phase. You're gonna CC a bunch of dudes around the corners. More DPS after that. Um, oh, I'm cooked. I thought they wanted to reset. Okay, on this one, this is a strat. If DPS is good enough, which this group is pretty good, like I think we've done each one like no problems, mostly. If DPS is good enough, then you literally just, I always do that. See this? Just gonna do the shockwave. You can special action key to jump through. It's sort of like a stun break, so even if you get damaged, see that guy got marked with a bomb, they're gonna slash GG. And then yeah, this is what I meant by the CC phase. So you just go around, CC these guys. That guy's got a sanctuary, so I think they'll just die. And then usually people leave the last one in the middle to be last, so that way you can regroup. Because after the CC phase, this is why you can just GG, because after the CC phase, your team will res. Is that eyeball with the big lasers? This purple means that she's going to be going there. There's a slam. It's kind of telegraphed. It's always that like last attack. Now I haven't been targeted. Whoever that was did get targeted. So they GG'd. We're going to do another CC phase. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage. Did we lose our healer? No. Okay, that's good. I was scared for a second. As engineer, it's nice to kind of chuck a mortar kit. I believe it's like I got Aegis. See, I was looking down there. If you get Aegis there, then you're big chillin'. Um, Stability is also nice. I'm just not even gonna look. See, I'm just turning away. I see it's there. Big slam, special action key in, and obviously I'm trying to avoid the AoEs on the ground. Oh, we are chilling. Didn't get one bomb on us, so we got to run the whole thing. Yeah, 12k. That guy was farming with 20k DPS. I'm not really a fan of the GG. I like playing the mechanics, but it's also like it's also really fun when you have a squad that's pumping damage. Just like send it. So this guy's the last boss, Arc. Also maybe the more tricky boss. See that? That's the anomaly that spawns, and I had the bomb, so I hit the dome. I didn't actually have it initially, but I often just go to the dome anyway as DPS. It helps. Here, when that red ball above his head disappears, you're going to want a special action key onto the boss, because otherwise it'll launch these really painful circles. And at 80%, you're going to do a solar bloom phase. Oh, this guy's messed me up. Being really good with your solar blooms, like recognizing it's time to do the blooms, is very good. There, the anomaly spawned back there, I believe, but we got such high DPS that we just went to the next phase. There's another anomaly. That guy just deleted it. Okay, this is bad, so I had stability, very fortunate there. I was paying too much attention to the red ball mechanic, but I think someone is bubbling it. Maybe the Guardian? Eyeball. Ball. See, often I just wait for a tether, then I'll walk to the side, but you've got more people than blooms on this phase, so people can just like do it immediately. Also here, your special action key, Hypernova launch, has CC. Oh my gosh, just deleting him. I'm getting very 21k, yeah. That's what I mean, guys. Soul Beast is crazy. Not that I could do that if I was playing Soul Beast. This guy's got the green. Now the platforms are going to start disappearing. He also did a circle beneath them, so that means he's going to do this like concentric ring attack. That was super lucky. To sort of stun break myself, I'm going to special action key. And I've seen I've got this tether here, so I'm just going to go do this one instead of the one I was normally doing. Gonna want to CC him here with a special action key. DPS him. See, there's a lot of mechanics and they're all overlapping. Even if your DPS isn't crazy, like I say that as I'm getting carried. This is very confusing because, oh my Christ. There's another rings. That one is very tricky to spot. There's a lot of mechanics just overlapping. I got hard carry there. My boon DPS did more than me, but I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna try and get him back on Nightmare CM. So there's a lot of mechanics overlapping on Arc, but as long as you just stay calm, kill the anomalies, do the Soul Will of Blooms, um, and don't fall through the platform. I say that, it is easier said than done. It really just takes practice, but it is quite manageable, and everything does have a telegraph that you can recognize with, some practice. Maybe not day one. It's actually quite horrific day one. My day one was terrible. I joined as like a Condi Scourge with celestial like gear, and I just got carried like I did just then. Oh my gosh, how far I've come. But yeah, with practice you can recognize the phases, and it becomes a lot more efficient. I think that is probably the best thing you can do is recognizing the phases, and it helps with your rotation as well, you know, not to blow all your burst if it's about to go into a bloom, like for instance. You're not going to axe 5 at 81% on arc if you know that 80% hit's going to solar bloom. You're just going to be like, alright, let me hold that, possibly. I don't actually know the cooldown of axe 5, so maybe you would if it's short enough. But that you get my point. Here we're going to kill these knights that spawn. And then Mama, the big boss, is going to spawn, and typically teams will GG because that lets you reset at the mislock. So this is kind of like a pre-phase. This is not really the boss. This guy's going to slam. I can hammer forward a block, or you can dodge that. And often people go to the right one initially. Cool. There's Mama. There's the GG. Sometimes people won't GG, but there's no downside to it. It just might could take longer, I guess. If you, I don't actually know. Yeah, so we're gonna boon stack here. As soon as someone, I think the firebrand runs in, it's kind of like boon stack complete. She is invulnerable for a moment, so it's good to hold your burst a little bit. I didn't actually know that off the top of my head. I just autoed her to C. C75. This knight is gonna spawn. Do my I thought my hammer 3 would dodge that. I guess not. This is gonna be a knockback, so Aegis is good. I was dodging it. That's also good. Those knights, when they're alive, will make Mama invulnerable, so you have to kill them. You do have a little bit of time before you need to get to the dome. Make sure you do, because you'll probably die if you don't. There's another knockback. See, they got knockback, but we're chilling. Granted, my DPS isn't crazy. I think it's pretty cool to not get hit by these. There's another one. Feels bad for this guy. Can't get the res off. I don't have function gyro, so and 30%, she's going to do big bad poison, like on the normal mode, but this big bad poison actually hurts. 25%, I believe, there's a knight going to spawn right on us. There is an order to the knight rotation of how it spawns, so if you're wanting to learn it, then I highly suggest looking it up. There, you see when she does this attack with this big green sort of trail behind her, that's with the big triple shockwave is. And like I said, they are telegraphed. Once you sort of, I would recommend looking at the hard stuck guides if you want to just the hard stuck fractal CM guides. Just Google that and they'll come up, and they have these GIFs or animation like pictures of these attacks, like the main ones. That's kind of how I learnt a lot of them, what they looked like, without having to like record my own footage or go through YouTube non-stop. So that's a big help. Next up, it's similar to the normal mode, but there's just going to be kind of nastier mobs everywhere. And then the next room is also similar to the normal mode, but I actually like the next room I find more difficult than the next two bosses, to be honest. This room, it could just be a but like fiesta. Hopefully someone has a pull. Yeah, because if you pull them, like get rid of these guys as soon as possible. Just get rid of them from existence. It's not good. Didn't realize I was in grenade kit like half of that. I guess that's my life. So there's gonna be guys in the middle. Let's see if I can help these guys out with function gyro. Oh boy. Guys in the middle, guys on the side. Their hallucinations will respawn. So it's good to kill the big lizard boys, and then the hallucinations just try and not die, I guess. Yeah, cool. We pulled everyone down, but I believe, let's see if I'm correct with the hallucinations respawning. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm lying. Oh, blues are really good, except when they despawn like that. You just missed it. Unfortunate. Okay. See what I mean? It's kind of like this phase is just horrid. It's nice if you have a channeled block like that to run up the sides. But you can just die to these mobs. These like circles, they will knock you down, so you want to jump or dodge through them. I'm quite high ping, so I jump quite early compared to if you were low ping, I believe. I thought. Maybe it's actually the exact same and the hitbox is just janky. But I've always thought, surely this is too early. If I had my out of combat, I could change to a stealth ultimate, but I'm not. So you're gonna run up this ramp, try and run past these guys. That red thing at the top will deactivate these bombers from coming up. And then in this room, a bunch of hallucinations are gonna spawn. You kind of just wait it out, to be honest. Like, I don't know if there's a way to speed this up. You just wait it out. Eventually the big bad boss man will spawn and you GG. It's like another pre-phase, I guess, similar to Mama. Here we go. See, they're all gonna disappear. Boss man is here. GG. That's just so you can restack on the boom. Now here you see I've marked a waypoint at 66 and 33%. Or at 66%, it's gonna go into it. The big bad's gonna go into a channeled attack, and you're gonna have to kill these mobs on the. Oh my gosh, I nearly ran on the markers like north, south, east, west. And then at 33%, same thing will happen, but it's going to be slightly rotated clockwise. So you just run to your marker again and then look to the right of it, and that's your next mob at 33%. Here we go. These guys with the skulls are the ones you need to kill. These guys with the purple trails will try and explode on you. You can dodge it, you can block it, I believe. This expanding AoE, you really want to dodge that or just get out of it. I'm going to tank that because it's... If you've got Aegis to tank that tail swipe, it should stop the, like, this toxic vomit attack. Another 33%. I went to my marker, looked to the right of it, my guy's slightly rotated. And it's the same for everyone, so you could do each position. Typically the healer and boon DPS will go south though, so that's something to look for. Other guys, see all of them? They do kind of actually hurt, but I'm playing Scrapper, so I have barrier. And like, yeah, I got my hammer 4 if I really want to, but I think I was very healthy. See that these bosses, very challenging when you're learning it with a group of new people. If you're experienced, and like 4 out of 5 people are experienced, it's kind of you just roll through them. This is not a unique experience. This is like, I will say when I was learning it, it's pretty horrific sometimes. Doing it on the LFG with a bunch of randoms. Oh, that was big. So usually there's a slam followed by a ghost slam is what I call it. I don't actually know if that's what the real name is. But we CC'd him and he was stunned for a while. That's nice. Very good. Yeah, it's odd because the fractal, see, there should be Aegis and then there's the ghost slam. You definitely want to damage the ghost slam because they're stacked. There's like a boatload of them. And the ghosts will appear wherever you like were when he did his first slam, I believe. But yeah, when you're training or trying to learn these fractals on the LFG, can be a bit gruesome in terms of wait times. There's that knockback. In terms of wait times and trying to teach people through text chat. But I recommend, what I did was I played a Heal Firebrand. I was very positive in the chat and I was Happy to explain it over and over again. You do that for like maybe no, like I was just doing one fractal a day, one challenge mode fractal a day was my goal to learn the mechanics, and I'm nowhere near like good. As you can see, my rotation is completely cooked actually. But knowing the mechanics is half the battle. Also, on this one at 66% and 33%, you'll do the capture the flag. Hopefully there's Aegis, Ghost Slams, want to dodge them. Yep, I'm gonna dodge that because the poison actually kind of hurts. 66 and 33%, you can have your capture the tower mode, but it is significantly smaller than the normal mode. See, it's kind of poisoned, lined off. And if people die here, similar to the Artsariv section on Shattered Observatory, if you die, you will res at the finish. So it's kind of like often you'll have these like clutch moments where people might die and one person captures the last one, or everyone's dead and one guy's left to capture the last one. I actually think those are some, even though we're like walking through it right now, like playing with scrappy groups can be fun. Obviously, I think my skill level is still that, the scrappy group. At 15%, you're going to want a lot of stability here because these guys are going to charge through and knock you around if you don't have stability. I feel like that's why Heal Firebrand is so good as a beginner player. The kit is there's a lot of abilities, but what you see is what you get on the abilities. So you can just hit your stability button, like stand your ground or that stability ultimate. You want Aegis, hit your Aegis button with advance. Like it's immediate. It's just press the button, or activate your Tome 3 for whatever. I think it's Aegis. But yeah, that was some Fractal CMs. We're gonna run through the tier 4s now. But I don't think I'll record that because it's just want to keep this relatively short, I guess. I'm looking at it 42 minutes. Yeah, so that's in the CMs. If you have any tips, because I'm definitely still learning my classes, I would be greatly appreciated. I think the Fractal community has some of the craziest strats, which is definitely online and accessible, but I've had to sort of dig through a bit, and I've maybe found it a bit challenging. Oh no, I think my main resource is YouTube. So there's not a lot of written guides. I think that was kind of my, or not a lot of like gameplay commentary the way I would typically learn games. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.